Yeah, move it. Hello, my name is Titus Jordan, and I'm here to talk to you about revealing the spark. Imagine for a moment, you will, that morning with a cup of coffee and the birds are chirping, and you can just feel the calm and the peace. Or maybe it's the toes in the sand and the water lapping on the beach. And think of that moment, and it's just so nice and peaceful and just so relaxing, right? Let's also think about the moment where you're frustrated, you're angry. What does that situation look like? Where is that happening in your life? That's what I do. My name's Titus Jordan, and I help you reveal the spark. What is that spark? That is that DNA, the God's fingerprint, the touch that you have, that everybody has right here inside of you. Okay? There's a story that goes, there's this young couple, and they're walking by this beautiful garden. And this gardener's out there, and he's working, and he has these fruits and these vegetables. And this young couple asks him, says, what do you add? What kind of fertilizer are you using to have such beautiful fruits and vegetables? And this wise old gardener leans on his shovel a little bit, and he says, it's not what I add to the soil, it's what I pull out. And what he's talking about are those little rocks, the little debris that gets in the soil and just kind of messes things up a little bit, right? So what I've learned to do is I've learned to gently and delicately go through the garden of life and pull out the debris. And what does that reveal? The spark. So, what is the spark? It's not something that you create. It's something that's within. What is the problem? Well, what the problem is the conditioning, the narratives, the paradigms, the trash, the toxicity, the decluttering of reality is what we look to do. We have this impressed upon our life from the moment we're born. And yet we get into an adulthood and we carry this junk, this clutter, this emotional baggage, this toxic trash, and we continue to live our life with and through that. And so what I do back in October of 2018, when I discovered my heart, I opened up all the doors, I opened up all the windows, all the closets, and I took the house and I turned it over and I dumped everything out. And I said, I'm going to be intentional with what I allow back into my house, my reality. And I was thoughtful, and I thought, okay, is this serving me? Is this taking me to my highest potential? Or is it something that is like an anchor holding me back? What is it that I needed to let go of? And sometimes it's a little bit hard. It's a challenge. It's a relationship, right? It's that something that means something sentimental. So what is it that we need to clear out? See, for the longest time, I myself was in survival mode. I was told to be quiet, go sit in the corner. I don't want to hear you. And then when I was a little loud, I was beat into submission. And so what happened was I needed to learn to stand on my own fortitude, in my own strength, and realize that what was impressed upon me from an early childhood no longer served me, and that I could use my voice and speak, that I could be loud and vocal, and it was okay. So moving from survival to purpose, to passion and mission. That's what I'm here today, is on a mission. And I have an ecosystem that I work within. Some other people were talking about, they had a circle with different areas. Mine is mental, physical, spiritual, financial, emotional, and social with relationships. And that's the ecosystem that I've created. Everybody's climbing a mountain. What's the mountain that you're climbing, and how can I help you? The spark framework that I was talking about is source, pressure, awareness, rewiring, and kinetic action. Because you can have all the knowledge and not take action and still be living in the same world that you were in. Awareness. You can't change what happened in the past, but you can have an awareness and live in the present. And it's our thoughts and our mindset that creates our reality. And so what I had to do was I had to realize when my thoughts were in a loop, and I was in a loop and it wasn't serving me, how could I stop that loop and pivot? I also had to work on my worth, my self-worth, and what does that look like? And am I even worthy enough to stand here today in front of you guys? My name is Titus Jordan, and I'm revealing the spark.